days until Christmas, and I'm so excited and I cannot hide it. I hope the preparations are going on well, and I hope you are all getting ready, and it's going to be a wet Christmas as promised. You're watching JoyNews Interactive on DS. You can watch JoyNews Interactive on DSTV channel 421, GoTV channel 144.
Indeed, the Christmas spirit is high. I can see you're already dressed in your Christmas colors.
You know,
coming to you live from digital address GA0992539 in Kokomemle, Accra. You can join the conversation on Facebook and Twitter. We are JoyNews on TV. This is JoyNews Interactive, and I am Apito Sibidi.
And I'm Selinam Ampo. To our first story, you know, yesterday, Meet the Press with the President. The Meet the Press was just like a mini State of the Nation address. But, well, it has left people talking and asking questions on social media. Yesterday, President Akufo-Addo had a press encounter at the Jubilee House, and where he met journalists from various media houses across the country. Well, after the meeting, many people seem unsatisfied because it ended quite abruptly, and some journalists did not have the opportunity to ask their desired questions. On social media, one thing that stood out apart from the abrupt ending was this statement that the president made. Well, before we give, we'll read some comments from Facebook. Okay, we'll read some tweets from Twitter, and we have Eben who says, the next hashtag Media Encounter 2018, whenever a minister answers a question, they should provide evidence or source. Hashtag Ask Nana Addo. And we have Kimbos GH who said, honestly, I'm now starting to believe that Nana Addo really has no idea as to how we, the citizens of this country, feel. Otherwise, how on earth could he say there's more money in the pockets of Ghanaians at a time like this? Hashtag Ask Nana Addo. And we have Mr. Slim who says, the president says, although general prices of goods and services are constantly increasing, we shouldn't worry at all because there's money in our pockets. Yo, we hear you, Your Excellency. Hashtag Ask Nana Addo. And it comes with an image that says, I will not cry. And at LSS Rauf _Rauf who says, Nana Addo pa. People make serious, they ask why we they buy drones instead of ambulances. They give cheeky answer. People too, they see I'm funny. They create jokes. Well, we the common citizens, we go suffer. Hashtag Ask Nana Addo. And a comment coming from EL-Dad who says, the press must be serious and stop those jokes. Journalists are asking you questions and you are making fun of it. Some of you guys are laughing and happy. No wonder these politicians don't take the citizens serious. Hashtag Ask Nana Addo. Well, what the president said on the drones was that he says he prefers the drones to be flying rather than having guinea fowls that would fly to Burkina Faso. Let's take a look at that.
This government has paid up the 1.2 billion arrears we inherited and brought the operations of the NHIS back to life. We're also in the process of launching the world's largest and most advanced medical drone delivery network. The 4 distribution centers from where the drones will be operating will stock 148 life-saving and essential medical supplies, and not only blood. The drone delivery service will save lives, decrease wastage in the system, guarantee health access for more than 14 million people nationwide, and employ over 200 Ghanaians. This program is not going to be run on the public budget. Corporate social responsibility contributors from private sector players will pay for the service. I prefer drones flying to deliver essential medicines to our people than an investment in guinea fowls that allegedly fly off to Burkina Faso without any trace.
I prefer drones flying to deliver essential medicines to our people than an investment in guinea fowls that allegedly fly off to Burkina Faso without any trace. That's what he said, which is a direct attack on the record of ex-President John Mahama, under whose tenure the infamous guinea fowl scandal was recorded. Now, let's do a quick comparison. Which one do you prefer? Do you want the drones flying essential medical supplies or the guinea fowls? I mean, as you can see, they're both flying, and as you can see on your visual. So a lot of people were talking about this on social media and saying that this was unnecessary. You know, the president shouldn't have said that. But at the end of the day, it's your decision. Do you want drones or guinea fowls? Which one do you want? Send us your comments on Facebook. We're JoyNews on TV. You can also tweet at us. Drones versus guinea fowls. Which one do you want? Now, there have been other reactions from different quarters on this media encounter. What about those who were invited to engage the president? And I'm talking about the journalists. Here's what some of them had to say after the program.
I think, honestly, that the president's speech could have been a bit shorter, you know, and in his answers to the questions asked, I think he sometimes over-elaborated on the question, so it took a bit.
On the streets, what their reactions were. I mean, it's not that the president was just talking to the media. He was talking to the whole of Ghana. So what are people on the streets saying about this media encounter?
Well, it's a very nice move in a way, but I think there are some of the questions that we think the media men will ask. They didn't ask any of them.
Okay. What are some of the questions you think?
Well, especially those who are involved in this, how do you call them, this allied gold problem. They should have asked something, what the government is thinking about them. But I listened, most of the questions, they didn't ask anything to concern that thing. I think they should have asked questions that the people in the country are yearning for. Yeah, you're welcome.
Even the money I receive a month doesn't get me anything.
So your questions were not answered?
No, my questions were not answered.
Okay. What's your general overview? What do you think about the whole meeting?
I think if the president did not even meet the press, it is okay, because Ghanaians, we are suffering. Probably the president, maybe 1 over 100. Yeah.
Why?
Because the president even did not speak on issue. What he said, you can see me, I've not seen one district, one factory. I've not seen anything, but president will tell you, I have opened 2,500.
What I'm hearing from the radio, I think they couldn't give the journalists much time to ask questions. So if you won't ask, they will not be allowed to ask questions. Why waste everybody time? Call 15 or 20 journalists, let them ask your question, then everybody go about his normal business.
And I think the president did his best so far, and I think the best we can do is to commend him and give him the needed support so that he can do more for the country. And the timing, I don't see anything wrong with the timing. You know, when there's a need for you to address the nation or speak to the press, you have to take the opportunity and let them know what is going on and what you have to do for the people of the country.
Let's say, for instance, when he was talking about the pressure the opposition was giving him, always lambasting him with all sorts of accusations without merit. I thought he explained it quite well. It was good. It was good.
No, actually, I was not at home. So I came in late. So I didn't watch the news. That's why.
But have you heard of it in the media space today?
This morning, no, because I didn't listen to the news. I normally listen to BBC.
Some views on the streets of Accra. Now let's take you back to what the journalists had to say after the program.
I think, honestly, that the president's speech could have been a bit shorter, you know, and in his answers to the questions asked, I think he sometimes over-elaborated on the question, so it took a bit more time. So if the speech itself was short, his responses to the questions were a bit shorter, we could have gotten more time for the journalists to ask questions.
We're supposed to start at 5. The president came in almost 30 minutes late. So that took 30 minutes away from the program. Then he spoke for almost 40 minutes. So that's 1 hour, 10 minutes gone. By the time we got an opportunity to start asking questions, it was 10 minutes past 6. You noted the information minister said we'll close at in an hour, which really would have meant that we'll have one clear hour to ask questions. That in itself wouldn't be enough. But having taken 10 minutes of that already, the president insisted, no, I want to finish at 7. The effect of that is we couldn't ask.
So on Facebook, we asked you to describe President Akufo-Addo's media encounter in 1 sentence. We had 381 comments and 7 shares. Serena, what are people saying on Facebook?
Well, on Facebook, we have Siwesu Asare, who says everything was on point. Everything was on point, especially Guinea fowl saga. That was my favorite punchline. Bravo, Mr. President, with some clapping emojis. Hamid says, personally, it was quite insulting. The president saying he prefers drones delivering medical supplies to guinea fowls didn't sit well with me. The NDC was doing a poor job. That's why they were voted out. So comparing their abysmal performance to yours isn't what we expect from you. It goes on and on and on. And he ends, again, the president did not offer any satisfactory response to the Oslo deal, given their documents proving that the government of Ghana was ready to sign the deal. And a comment coming from Mensa, who says, accommodative, tolerant, fair, hardworking, simple, generous, and genius. He was excellent, very honest. He is genuine to a fault, and still maintain that he is the best to have happened to this country's forward march. Simply exceptional. This a comment coming from Kwame Sinti. And Nana Kwejo Vinci says, absolutely not in charge of affairs. He thinks any disagreements comes from the opposition. And he ends with pathetic, the word pathetic. Amwaku Augustine Oheneba says, fantastic, just that some journalists who feel entitled to ask questions never had the chance and are bored. And we have Kwame Penging Bansa says, articulate, genuine, honest, and brave. Bayer also says, it was fantastic and motivational. We are still watching JoyNews Interactive. We'll be back shortly after this break.
You're still watching JoyNews Interactive with myself, Mapito CBD.
And Selina Ampo.
Now, the rate of open defecation is said to have been increased from 8% to 11% in urban areas from 2014 to 2017. Officials in some assemblies have expressed worry over the trend, are warning that they are taking steps to address the problem. But if you're someone who subscribes to open defecation, then you may want to have a rethink.
Because yesterday, 2 young gentlemen were found attending to nature's call in the Odo River, but luck eluded them. While in the process, nature decided to take revenge. God being so good, he didn't die. It took the intervention of some youth in the area to rescue them using a metal chain. Let's watch this.
I don't come for. I'm not come for. I'll come here in front of you. Oh my God. Okay. Open the door. What are you? Let me ask you. Oh, what's up? Why God have listen.
Some citizen journalism there. Send us all your videos on WhatsApp 055-815-7074 or onto our Facebook page, Twitter page or Instagram. We're JoyNews on TV. I mean, we're all tired of people defecating in the open, in rivers and even in the sea. Government has spoken at length over this issue by making it an offense to all lawbreakers. So the next time you think of defecating in the open, don't forget about the video you just watched.
Well, over the weekend, technology experts from around the world gathered in Accra to host one of Europe's biggest technology fair. It was the first time since the event was being held outside Europe. At the opening, some scores of inventors displayed exceptional technology and artifacts manufactured with scrap from Agbobloshi as the main materials. I was there and I have this report for you.
The attraction of making one thing stunning out of a discarded one draws several people to the craft of metal art.
My partner, Eric Opoku-Wachensa, and I are turning trash into treasures. So we find alternative uses for harmful waste in our environment. So as for the circuit boards, there are certain parts of it that are very toxic. So we take those parts out and then we make use of the rest of the waste.
Ghanaian eco-friendly accessory company MH Couture produced unique handmade customized ornaments from scrap that drew the attention of many at the fair.
I love artworks and yeah, they've been encouraging because you see that there's a bright future out there and I'm really proud of what I'm seeing here and it gives me hope as a youth that we can do much in this country.
Imagine a lounge made from scrap.
For this particular program, we have designed an e-waste lounge. And so our service bar is made from e-waste and pallets, circuit boards to be precise. It also serves as a service counter if you turn it around. We've made bins, mirrors, lights, coffee tables from the same waste. Our business expect women, to be precise, who collect them and bring them to us. We pay them for the waste they bring, and then we turn them to useful things. We also have organizations, for instance, the tires. They bring them when they go and change their tires, and then we turn them to beautiful chairs. What you say and describe is what we produce for you.
Some may not like it because it's made of scrap, but no matter how you take it, this art is unique and a display of imagination. Selinam Ampo's report for Joy News.
Everybody was looking. So Selinam, how was that event?
Well, it was fun. I saw a lot of things that I thought I wouldn't imagine. Can you imagine someone made a table out of a washing machine? I was very fascinated by it.
All right, one thing you learned from that event?
Well, you can do anything out of rubbish.
All right, then on that note, we're going to take our video of the day.
And the same sense of God. And the same sense of God.
I think the title of that video of the day should be "You Can't Keep a Good Man Down. When the beat has got you, it has got you."
Yeah.
That will be all for us, JoyNews Interactive team. Remember, you can go to our Facebook page, we're JoyNews on TV. Also on YouTube, we're JoyNews on TV. Check out all our articles, we're myjoyonline.com. I am Apito CBD.
And I'm Selina Ampo. Goodbye.